Okay, so this is a first order equation, so either separable variables or linear, and clearly in this case this is a linear. So let's recall this is the form that we would like to see. So y prime has a coefficient of 1. So the first thing to do is to divide everything by 3. And then we finally see the coefficient of y is 1/3. That's what we call p of x here. In this case, it's a constant function of x. And the integrating factor will be e to an integral of 1/3. So that's going to be e to the 1/3 x. Here, we're just looking for n integral factor, so we don't need to add any constants. It's enough to pick one antiderivative. Now let's multiply both sides by this integrating factor. Okay, like so. And now, the whole point of the integrating factor is that we should be able to see this side as the derivative of a product. Is it? Well, yes. It is the derivative of y times e to 1/3 x, and we can check it real quick. Use the product rule, so first differentiate y times e to 1/3 x, that's what we have here. And then plus y, and then differentiate the integrating factor. This is an exponential, so we're going to get the exponential times the derivative of the exponent, which is 1/3. So that's exactly the reason why the integrating factor is e to an antiderivative of p. It's because this p will appear here as the derivative of the exponent by the chain rule. Anyways, so this is the derivative of this function, and then here we can combine these two exponentials. Remember that when you have the product of two exponentials with the same base, then you add the exponents. So here we have 1/3 plus 1, which is 4/3 x. Now we have the derivative of something, it's equal to a function of x. So we know that this function here is going to be given by the integral of this. Okay, now we compute this indefinite integral. I'll move over here. 1/3 is a constant, it just comes out of the integral. And then this is just an exponential function. We don't even need to use a substitution. We can do it right away. So it's going to be e to 4/3 x. And then I should divide by 4/3, which is the same as multiplying by 3/4. Plus a constant. And then here I see that this simplifies. And eventually, to solve for y, I can just divide by e to the 1/3 x, or equivalently, multiply by e to the minus 1/3 x. And this is already my general solution. First order, one constant. If you want, you can multiply this out, but it's not necessary.